Good morning, students. Am I audible? Please give a response. Am I audible? Give a response, please. Shall we start the class? Is my voice audible to you? Response, please. Voice వస్తుందా బానేనే? Okay, thank you. Shall we start the class? Okay. Okay. Shall we start the class? Okay, thank you. So, up to now, we discussed some topics. Just I have to mention all the topics once. So, please listen, all of you. So, totally, uh, totally, we conducted 5 coding classes. This is sixth coding class. In the first coding class, we discussed introduction to Python. Introduction to Python programming. Second one is installation of Python programming. Next one is input and output statements of Python programming. So this is the class one. This is the first class. In this first class, we have to discuss what is Python, what are the applications of the Python, where do you use Python, what is the importance of the Python, everything we discussed in class 1. And also we discussed how to install Python programming on your system or desktop. And also we discussed what are the different input and output statements like input method, int of input method, float of input method. These are we discussed in class 1. In class 2, in class 2 we discussed what is variable, how many types of variables, how to declare variable, and also what are the different data types, what are the different data types. And also we discussed some sample programs in Python. So this is the class 2. In class 3, in class 3, we discussed operators. We discussed operators and sample programs and sample programs. In class 4, in class 4, we discussed continuation of operators. Operator, suppose again, we discussed some operators and also we discussed control flow statements. Control flow statements. In this control flow statement, we discussed what is control flow statement, how many type, what is branching statement, what is looping statement, what is jumping statements, and also we discussed simplif, if else, and shorthand if else, shorthand if else with some basic problems, with some basic problems. In class 4, sorry, in class 5, we discussed, again we discussed control flow statements. Control flow statements. So just we have to rewind. So revision the if else and shorthand if else concepts. Next we discussed if else statement, if else statement with example programs and also real time applications of applications of electricity and electricity bill and body mass index bill. So these concepts we discussed in class 5. Now, now today is class 6. So most of the students attended for practicals. So once just I want to give you just basic idea about everything from class 1 to class 5 for first 10 5 to 10 minutes today, because some of the students are new to the class. So in class 1 what is Python programming? So Python programming course introduction ante what is Python ante Python is object oriented programming language అని చెప్పుకున్నాం. And also Python is high level programming language అని చెప్పుకున్నాం. Python is interpreted programming language అని చెప్పుకున్నాం. Python is general purpose programming language అని చెప్పుకున్నాం. So what is high level programming language is nothing but when you write program in English, such language is called high level programming language. High level programming language is also human understandable programming language. So Python is human understandable programming language. So Python is high level programming language. Python is interpreted programming language. What is interpreter? Interpreter is nothing but when you want to execute the code line by line, that is called interpreter. What is general purpose? What is general purpose is nothing but with Python you can develop any application. So Python is general purpose. You can also develop simple application. You can also develop major application. So Python is ready to develop any application. So Python is general purpose programming language. Moreover, Python is object oriented. What is the meaning of the object oriented programming? When you try to implement code with the help of classes and objects, such programming language is called object oriented. So Python is object oriented and also Python is procedural oriented. So Python is multi-tier approach programming language. So Python can accept both object oriented programming language and also procedural programming language. So that is the main reason Python is more powerful and uh, easy programming language. So Python language was developed by Guido van Rossum in 1991. So Python language was developed in 1991 by Guido van Rossum. We discussed it already. So where do you use Python programming language? So Python programming language we are used for developing web applications, window applications, and also we are used in artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning, deep learning, and also we are used for gaming. So Python is very most powerful and also very easily programming language. So it is very user friendly programming language. So how to install Python? So for installing Python, we have to visit python.org. So after visiting python.org website, we can easily find the Python software. Already the recorded classes already forward to you. Once read and check everything. So next, input and output statements. What is the input and output statements is nothing but output statement is nothing but print statement. What is print statement? The statement is used to print data or value. What is input statement? The input statement is used to read string data. The input statement is used to read string data. So just if you use input statement, it can able to read only string data. For example, if you want to integer data, so then you have to call input method with int of. Then it help you to find out, it help you to read integer data. For example, if you want to read float data, just you can use a float of input. So this method will help you to read floating data. For example, if you want to read string data, just you can use input method. These three methods are necessary for reading different types of data. The first one is used for reading integer data, second one is used for reading floating data, the third one is used for reading the string data. If you understand these three, you can able to write Python programming very easily. Next, coming to variable. What is variable? Variable is nothing but it is used to store data value in a particular location. What are the rules to create a variable? So Python is dynamic typing programming language. Dynamic typing is nothing but when you want to define a variable, no need to declare any data type before the variable. Directly can assign value to variable. So no need to mention any data type before the variable. So automatically Python can understand the what type of data it is. So variable is nothing but it is used to just to store the data in a particular memory location. How many types of variables? There are the three types of variables. So first one is local variable, global variable, class variable. Local variable is nothing but when you declare inside of the function and used in the same location, such is called local variable. That is called local variable. What is global variable? Global variable is nothing but when you declare with help of global keyword and used in the entire program is called global variable. Class variable is nothing but when you declare and use it inside of the class, such variable is called class variable. We discussed or we will discuss everything in the coming classes. Don't worry for that. Just I want to give you what is what. Just I want to give you just brief information regarding all classes. So this is the class 1 and class 2. So class 2 is nothing but data types. Data types are used to specify different types of data. What are the different data types? Int data type, float data type, string data type, next one is boolean data type, list data type, tuple data type, dictionary data type. All are the different data types. So int data type can hold only positive and negative values. Float data type can hold only decimal values. Int data type, string data type can hold collection of characters. List data type can hold a different type of data. Tuple data type can hold a different type of data. Dictionary data type can hold both data in the form of key value pairs. Set data type can hold only unique values. Everything we discussed. So I request you to please prefer last explained classes. I will forward all the class recorded classes to you for last 4 5 days classes. But next coming from the today, I won't provide any recording classes. You have to understand everything from today onwards. Okay. So this is the class 2 classes. So and also we discussed some small programs. We will discuss other sample programs today, then you can able to understand everything clearly. Next, operators. Coming to operator, what is operator? Operator is a symbol. What is the use of the operators? They are used to manipulate the data in between variables. How many types of operators? There are the different types. The first one is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators is nothing but plus, minus, into, division, modular division, next to double division, single division, exponential. We discussed already. So just if you want to do any arithmetic calculations, you can use arithmetic operators. Next, if you want to prepare any conditions, you have to use comparison operators. Comparison operators is nothing but comparing two items. So how can you compare the two items? Whether you can use greater than, whether you can use less than, whether you can use greater than or equal to, whether you can use less than or equal to, whether you can use double equal to, whether you can use not equal to. So these are the comparison operators. Coming to logical operators. Logical operators is nothing but the relational operators is nothing but condition. If you want to process the multiple conditions at a time, you have to use logical operators. What are the logical operators? There are the three logical operators. First one is AND, second one is OR, next one is NOT. Why do you use AND operator? AND operator returns true value when all the conditions are true. When you want to check the multiple conditions, and multiple conditions should be true. If you want to return true when all the conditions are true, then you can use AND. If you want to return true if any one condition is true, then you can use OR. OR means if any one condition is true, it is true. AND means if all the conditions are true, it is true. అన్ని ట్రూ అయినప్పుడు మాత్రమే చెక్ చేయాలంటే ఎండ్. ఒకటి ట్రూ అయినా మనం చేయాలి అనుకుంటే ఆర్, లేదు ట్రూ అయితే ఫాల్స్ అయిపోవాలి, ఫాల్స్ అయితే ట్రూ అయిపోవాలంటే నాట్. ఇవన్నీ కూడా లాజికల్ ఆపరేటర్స్. అసైన్మెంట్ ఆపరేటర్ is nothing but equal to operator. When you want to assign a value to variable, you can use equal to operator. The rest of the remaining plus equal to minus equal to no need to mention. So these are the advanced operators. In case if you are not having idea, no issue for that. Okay. Next, increment and decrement operators. There is no increment and decrement operators in Python. So we are not using any plus plus minus minus operators in Python. The next one we not discussed any other. Just we discussed these four only for in operators. The rest of the remaining operators are bitwise operators, membership operators, identity operators. We will discuss all these three operators later. Next, coming to operators. Again, operators, in these operators, I discussed assignment operator. Next, control flow statement. Control flow statement is nothing but when you want to control the sequential flow, then you can use control flow statements. So, sequential flow is nothing but some statements are executed line by line. In case if you want to not execute the statements line by line, instead of executing line by line, if you want to move from one statement to another statement, then it is called control flow statement. So, control flow statements are three types: branching statements, looping statements, jumping statements. What are the different branching statements? Simple if statement, if else statement, else if elif else statement, nested if else statement, shorthand if else statement, short match statement. These all are the branching statements. So we discussed some programs. If you attend the classes regularly from today, you can able to follow my classes easily. If you're not attending the classes, just if you are attending the classes for attendance purpose, no one will save you. So if you try to learn Python programming from us from other day, it's our wish. But if you attend the classes regularly, I will try to give you some other some other knowledge to you properly. So here just again we will discuss if elif else concept. If elif else concept with some programs. Please allow listen statement. So I request everyone please listen. It is very very important. Okay, if elif else. So what is if elif statement? It is branching statement, you know that, branching statement. Second, it is multi-way statement. Multi-way statement is nothing but here it is used to check multiple conditions. Before we are checking only one condition. If one condition is true, then you can execute, that is simple if one condition is true, you can execute true block. If it is false, you can execute else block, that is if else. But if elif else is multi-way statement. Here you can check the multiple condition. First of all, if the condition is true, if the condition if the condition is true, then true block statements will be executed. Then true block statement or statements will be executed. Statement or statement will be executed and terminated from the loop and terminated from the if block, from the entire if block. In case if the condition is false, if the condition is false, if you write hash, that is single line commenting. So what is happening? The interpreter is not executed this line. So if the condition is false, then it will check the another condition. It will check the another condition. Suppose if the another condition is true, if the another condition is true, then same, then true block statements will be executed. Then same, I won't repeat again. For today, I want to repeat because of some students' request. But I am not explaining the before programs. I will explain new programs with if really fails. Next again, if the another condition is false, So it will check the another condition. So this process repeats. This process repeats until end of all the user requirements. End of the user requirements. Next, if all the conditions are false, if all the conditions are false, so the false block statements will be executed. The false block statement or statements will be executed. Please all of you listen. So what is the syntax? Just a syntax. So majority of the students are entered the program, but they're facing indentation error. Indentation error is nothing but you have to mention the particular statement at the particular location only. In C language or Java or in C++, you can write code at anywhere. But in Python, the drawback of the Python is only indentation. So what is indentation is nothing but, సో చాలా మంది ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే ఒక స్పేస్ తీసుకుంటారు. సో ఈ ఎడ్జ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో ఆ ఎడ్జ్ తోనే కంటిన్యూషన్ చేయాలి. సో డోంట్ చేంజ్ ది ఎడ్జ్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ది స్టేట్మెంట్ ఎట్ జీరో ఇండెక్స్ లొకేషన్. డోంట్ మూవ్ అట్లీస్ట్ వన్ ట్యాబ్ స్పేస్, అట్లీస్ట్ వన్ స్పేస్. సో మీ కంఫర్ట్ చూసుకోకూడదు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ అట్ జీరో ఇండెక్స్ లొకేషన్ ఓన్లీ. అంటే ఈ జీరో ఇండెక్స్ లొకేషన్ లోనే మనం స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి ఏ స్టేట్మెంట్ రాసినా. అది బాడీ అనేటప్పుడు యూ హ్యావ్ టు స్పెసిఫై సమ్ రూల్స్. జస్ట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు మెన్షన్, just observe some students code. So most of the students write the code, but the test cases are not passed because of indentation. So how can you overcome the indentation problem? For example, just I want to write the first syntax. What is the syntax? First of all, you have to understand the syntax. So syntax in the sense, just here, please all of you listen. First of all you have to write if. Next, condition. So here it is called beginning of the if body. So beginning of the if body is nothing but don't write if statement here. You have to give tab space. లేకపోతే by default it takes. By default it takes. You can write at any location. You can write at any location, no issue. But don't write here. If you write here, what is the meaning? It is outside of the if body. It is outside of the if body. What is inside of the if body? So this is the inside of the if body. Sir, I am not, sir, I don't know how to give space, and just can use tab button. If you use tab button, automatically what will happen? If the condition is true, it will enter into if body. So this is the if body. So condition is true, this is the true block. In this true block, you have to write what? True block. True block statement. True block statement or statements. So this one. In case if this condition is false, so don't continue the code here. You have to move outside of the if. So this is the outside of the if. Here, if it is false, false means else. False means else. You have to check the next condition, else if. But in Python, instead of the else if, you can use elif. So elif indicates else if. Again, you have to write the condition. You have to write the condition. Again, if the condition is true, again you have to write instead of the elif body. So when తీసుకోకలేదు, automatically if we enter cursor, automatically it takes the particular indentation location. సో నీ కంఫర్ట్ కోసం నువ్వు ఇక్కడ ఎలా చాలా మంది ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే ఇఫ్ ఆఫ్ కండిషన్ అని రాసి ఇక్కడ రాసేస్తున్నారు. రాసి ఇఫ్ ఎల్స్ ఇఫ్ కండిషన్ అని చెప్పి ఇలా రాస్తున్నారు. సో కోడ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవ్వట్లేదు అంటున్నారు. కోడ్ ఎందుకు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది? యూ హ్యావ్ టు రీడ్ ది సింటాక్స్ ఎర్రర్స్. So they are mentioning that. So indentation issue is nothing but you have to space inside of the if condition. You have to mention statement inside of the elif condition. Again, so this is the condition 1. So this is the condition 2. As same as you can write multiple conditions same. Same you have to mention. So user ki anta requirement unta any conditions rasta. After end of the all the statements, if all the conditions are false, go to else block. In this else also you have to mention colon. Colon means beginning of the body. It is very important. Don't write open braces and closure braces. Instead of the open braces and closure braces, you have to use colon. Colon means beginning of the body. Whatever it is, whether it is function, whether it is class, whether it is while, whether it is for everything. So మీ regular programs practice చేస్తే you can understand. So here false block statements, false block, false block statement or statements. So this is the program actually. Now the based on this you have to write some basic programs, then you can able to understand. Please listen all of you. If possible, try to write the code with me. So write a program to print biggest of four numbers. Just I want to explain biggest of four numbers. Then later we will discuss biggest of three numbers. Okay. So first of all, input. So every time, even if you want to write these three dots, you have to write at the zero index only. Don't give any space. If you give space, it is indentation error. So now I want to put into comment lines. How can I put? Just you can use at zero index. You have to use three single quotations and ends with three single quotations. What is opening of the three single quotations and ending of three single quotations? It indicates the multi-line commenting. The hash is used for the single line commenting. So three double quotations are three single quotations open with and closed with. That indicates multi-line commenting. So in Python, in C language, we are writing like that: slash star and star slash. So here, what is the multi-line commenting? Open with three single quotations, ends with three single quotations. Now just I want to mention input. First of all, I have to check, understand the input. What is the input? 25, 65, 78. Output is, for example, i just I just mentioned 4, right? Next 67. So what is output? Output is c is big, c is big. So this is the output. Now we can able to write the code. So how can you write the code? Before that, so చాలా సార్లు చెప్తున్నాను, మేబీ వింటున్నారా లేకపోతే క్లాస్ జాయిన్ అయ్యి పక్కన పడేస్తున్నారో తెలియదు, కానీ చాలా మంది నేను ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్పినా వాళ్ళు చేస్తుంది ఏంటంటే జస్ట్ దే ఆర్ ఎంటర్ లైక్ దట్: ఏ ఈక్వల్ టు 25, బి ఈక్వల్ టు 65, C equal to 78, D equal to 67. అలా రాస్తే వాట్ ఈస్ ద హ్యాపెనింగ్ అంటే ద ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ కరెక్ట్ ఫర్ దీస్ కోడ్ ఓన్లీ. వాట్ అబౌట్ ది హిడెన్ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్? This program is not working for the hidden test cases. Even if your faculty explain like this, don't support it. You have to read the data from the keyboard. At the beginning of the days, you can write in your notebook, but when you try to write the code for online examinations, if you write these lines, what will happen? The code is only working for these input only. What about the remaining inputs? Your program is not accepted for the remaining inputs. So in algorithm, we are discussing some techniques. What is the technique? Generality. The main feature of the algorithm is generality. What is the meaning of the generality? Is nothing but the algorithm can accept different inputs and also try to produce the different outputs. But here, what is happening here? You are taking the input directly. So don't take input directly. You can better to write statement to read data dynamically. So no need to mention any data types also. You have to take ABCD. First of all, I want to read integer data. So what is the method? Int of input method. So better to write this one only. Even in your program, in your mobile, in your notebook also, better to use this type of process only. Don't declare values directly. That is very crime for programming. సో మన ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లో డైరెక్ట్ గా వాల్యూస్ రాసి ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాస్తే ప్రోగ్రామ్ అవ్వదు. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ యూ టు డోంట్ ట్రై టు ఎంటర్టైన్ సచ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ కోర్స్. హౌ టు రీడ్ డేటా డైనమికలీ. Just you have to read the A value, read the B value, read the C value, read the D value. Once read A value, B value, C value, D value. Now you have to write the code. So first of all, you have to write the code. Before that, before that, I just thinking for you have to understand the concept. You know what are the inputs, you know what is the output. So output is nothing but you have to find out the biggest among four. But how can you find out the code? How can you find the solution? Just you have to think. For example, if I want to think that A is big, for example, I'm thinking that A is big. What it means that A value is greater than with B. The first one is just you can understand A is greater than B. So the A value should be greater than B. Second, again the A value should be greater than C. And also again the A value is greater than D. In case if it is happening A is greater than B, greater than C, greater than D, then A is, if we compare A value with B and A value with C, A value with D, if all the conditions are true, definitely A is big. I'm just thinking for A. So how can you write the code? Just you can use, what is the first one? If first A is greater than B, A. What is the meaning? Greater than. So greater than means greater than symbol. Then B. If it is true, then you have to check the next condition. What is the next condition? A greater than C. A is greater than C. If the second condition is true, then check with the next condition. What is the next condition? A greater than D. Now I want to process the multiple conditions at a time. How can you process the multiple conditions at a time? So using logical operators. In this logical operators, what are the operators? AND operator, OR operator, NOT operator. AND operator అంటే ఏంటి అవుతుందంటే if all the conditions are true, then only it is true. అంటే అన్ని ట్రూ అయితేనే ట్రూ అవ్వాలి. ఇక్కడ ఏ అనేది బితోని సితోని డితో అన్నిటితో ట్రూ అయితేనే ట్రూ అవ్వాలంటే డెఫినెట్లీ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ లాజికల్ ఎండ్. సో ఏ అండ్ A greater than C and A greater than D. So if all the conditions are true, it is true. So for coming to A is big, when do you say A is big? You have to compare A value with B value and C value, D value. If all the conditions are true, you have to mention print A is big. Print A is big. So don't write here. If you write here, what is meaning? It is outside of the if block. You have to write inside of the if block. So at least you have to take two spaces. Don't worry. But don't write. This is the outside of the if. This is the inside of the if. You can write anywhere. No issue. Okay. Next, in case this condition is false. Now compare A value. A value is B. So 25 greater than 65. Even the first condition itself false. So even one condition is false, go to else block. Else block is nothing but again you have to check the another condition. So here what will happen? Multi-way statement. Before you can check either true or false. But if this condition is false, you have to check the next condition. What is the next condition? If A is not big. So now you have to check for B is C. B is big. Now, how can you say that B is big? Already we understand that A is not big. So don't consider A because A is not big. Okay? It is already proved A is not big. Now coming to B, you have to check these three conditions. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఇందాక చెప్పిన దాంట్లో ఏబిసిడిలో ఏ అనేది బిగ్ కాదని మనకు తెలిసిపోయింది. అల్టిమేట్లీ హ్యావ్ టు చెక్ ఇన్ బి అండ్ సి అండ్ డి. సో ఫర్ బి యూ హ్యావ్ టు చెక్ బి ఈస్ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ సి. B is greater than C. Only B can check with these two variables only. B greater than D. In case B is compared with C, compared with D, if the both conditions are true, definitely B is big. Because why do you not mentioning A value here అంటే ఇక్కడ A అనేది బిగ్ కాదని మనకు కన్ఫర్మ్ అయిపోతుంది. Because the A is compare with B, compare with C, compare with D. In case A big అయితే ఇక్కడే స్టేట్మెంట్ ప్రింట్ అయిపోతుంది. అంటే ఇక్కడ ప్రింట్ అవ్వట్లేదంటే డెఫినెట్లీ ఏ ఇస్ నాట్ బిగ్. సో డోంట్ కన్సిడర్ ఏ ఫర్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇటరేషన్. అంటే నెక్స్ట్ కండిషన్ మనం యూజ్ చేయగలదు. నెక్స్ట్ కండిషన్ ఏంటి? హియర్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ఇఫ్. ఈ ఆపోజిట్ లో రాయాలి. అంటే ఎట్ జీరో ఇండెక్స్ వాల్యూలో రాయాలి. ఈఎల్ ఇఫ్. ఇన్ దిస్ ఈఎల్ ఇఫ్ హ్యావ్ టు చెక్ ది టూ కండిషన్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫస్ట్ కండిషన్? బి ఈస్ గ్రేటర్ దెన్ సి. వాట్ ఈస్ ద సెకండ్ కండిషన్? బి గ్రేటర్ దెన్ డి. సో బి గ్రేటర్ దెన్ సి and B greater than D. So the both conditions should be true. The first condition and second condition. If the both conditions are true, what is that? Print B is big. Print B is big. B is big. Here, in case first condition is false, here A greater than B, A greater than C, A greater than D. First of all, you have to take first of all values. Values is nothing but 25 greater than B value 65. Here the first condition itself false. So no need to check the remaining condition. Even one condition is false, go to else block. So you can mention 25 and A greater than C. A ante 25 greater than 78 and 25 greater than 67. Even one condition is false, it is false because I'm using logical end. So the first condition itself false. So go to else condition. So again you have to check the condition. Here what is the condition? B greater than C. B is 65 greater than C is 78 and 65 greater than 67. Here again the first condition itself false. Now what is practically proved? A is big, A is not big, B is not big. So now B is not big. Coming to C. Just I want to check C is big. How can I check that? First of all, I have to check C is greater than B. In case C value greater than D, then you can say that. So again, have to check. So now don't include A value, B value. Now finally, have to check next condition. Next condition is C greater than D. In case if this condition is true, so here there is no multiple conditions. There is only one condition. So write only one condition, C greater than D. Then if it is true, then what should you do? Print C is big. Here, in case this condition is also false, what is the C value? C value, what is the C value? 78. What is the D value? 67. 78 greater than 67 true. Then C is big. For example, this one is 167. For example, this one is 167. What will happen? So, 78 greater than 167 is false. So finally, if all the conditions are false, go to else block. So finally, go to else block. If A is not big and B is not big and C is not big, finally D is big. Here, what is happening? If you want to compare, if you want to check A is big or not among four, you have to check A value with B and C and D. If all the conditions are true, you can happily announce that A is big. In case if it is false, so you have to leave A aside. Next, you have to check for B. How can you find out B is big or not? How to check the next two variables, B greater than C, B greater than D. In case if it is possible with both conditions, if B greater than C, B greater than D true. So you have to announce that B is big. In case if it is false, how to move to next condition. What is the next condition? C and D. Only one condition. You have to check it out. Once condition is true, C is big. So here the first condition is itself false, the second condition itself false, the third condition itself false. If all the conditions are false, go to else block. What is the final one? D is big. So A is failed, B is failed, C is failed. Ultimately D is big. For example, I want to write 250 here. I want to write 250 here. Now A is 250, B is 65, C is 78, D is 167. So first of all check 250 greater than 65, true. 250 greater than 78 true. 250 greater than 167 true. If all the conditions are true, then what is the biggest value? A is the biggest value. For example, B is 650. So 250 greater than 650. Even one condition is false. Going to next condition. What is the next condition? B greater than C. So what is the B value? 650 greater than 78 true. 650 greater than 167 true. So what will happen? So B is big. Now, for example, C is 780. So 250 greater than 650. Even one condition is false, go to else block. No need to check the remaining condition because I'm using AND operator. Now go to B. What is the B value? 650 greater than 780. So 650 greater than 780 is condition false. Next, go to next condition. What is the next condition? 780 greater than 167. So 780 greater than 167 is true. So C is big. So you can easily identify which is the biggest. So how can you identify that? You have to compare all. You have to compare all. Then only you can understand. So if you want to check for A, so what about the remaining B, C, D? You have to check the conditions with B and C and D because the condition A is must satisfy with BCD. So what are the conditions? A greater than B, A greater than C, A greater than D. If all the conditions are true, definitely A is big. In case if A is not big, you have to check for the B. So don't no need to include A value. So just you have to check with B value and C value and D value. So the B must be checked with C and D. So B greater than C, B greater than D. If it is true, B is big. If A is not big, B is not big. Finally, what are the two variables C and D? Just have to check for the C and D. If it is true, C is big. If it is false, D is big. You can easily understand this type of codes if you practice all these things. Okay, this is the program for the biggest of four numbers. For example, some in interviews they will ask you to write this code. What is the code? What is the code? Is simple. The code is write a program. Suppose write a program to print biggest of three numbers. For example, so this is the program. Just they mentioned inputs. Suppose 65, 75, suppose 88. Okay. Output is C is big. Output is suppose C is big. C is big. So how can you write the code? Simple. Very, very simple. How? So first of all, how many inputs? Three inputs. So A equal to int of input. A equal to int of input. B equal to int of input. You must read A value, B value, C value. Then only you can able to do anything. Otherwise, so just have to check the syntaxes also. Once if you practice all for every day, you can able to understand everything clearly. This is the right time to improve your coding skills. Once if you understand the coding, you can able to learn any programming language very easily. Okay, first we have to read the A value, B value, C value. Once read A, once read B, once read C. Then what is the code? First of all, I am thinking that A is greater. How can I understand? I have to compare with B and compare with C. So, what is the comparison? Comparison is biggest. Biggest is nothing but greater than. So, here I can able to check A greater than B. Okay, if A value is greater than B, then definitely A is big. Now, what about C? So, this one also have to check. What is the next one? And A greater than C. If first condition and the second condition is true, then what is the output? A is big. A is big because if A is compared with B and compared with C, if both conditions are true, definitely A is big. In case if this condition is false, false means ELF. False means ELF. Actually, false means else. But if you want to check the condition again, you can use ELF. In this ELF, you have to check the remaining conditions. What are the remaining conditions? B value, C value. No need to include A value. If you want to write B greater than A, B greater than C. But no need to include. Already proved A is not a big. So why do you include it? So you have to check the remaining only. So B greater than C. If this condition is true, then what do you say? Print B is big. Print B is big. B is big. In case if condition is false, go to else block. Because if the first condition is true, execute it and terminate it from the if block. If the condition is false, check the next condition. What is the next condition? B greater than C. So print B is big. So coming to C, there is no other condition. So for A, there are the two conditions. A can check with B value and C value. Now it is not true, then move to next condition. That is what is the next condition? For B, it has to check with C only. After checking the C, if it is not a biggest value, then move to C. For C, no need to check with any other. So finally, it is moved to else block. So there is no conditions. Here user wants to check only two conditions. What is the first condition? A greater than B and A greater than C. What is the second condition? B greater than C. If all the conditions are false, go to else block. Finally, how to say that print C is big. Print C is big. So this is the program for biggest of three numbers. Once if you able to understand, if you able to practice everything, you can able to understand everything clearly. Okay. Just I want to run it. You can observe. So just I want to enter the inputs. Only I am writing the. Just you can observe 65, 78, 88. Then what is the biggest value? The biggest value is C. So C is big. Understand, students? Please respond. Please respond. Are you able to follow me? Come on, make it fast. Please give a response, please. What about remaining? Did you understand it now? Today voice is okay. Please respond. ఈరోజు వాయిస్ బాగానే ఉందా? ఏమా? Okay, thank you. So now just I want to connect with programming. For that, we want to create some applications. I request you to please listen. Okay, please all of you listen. Just already we discussed to some students, but later on again for your uh, for connecting to coding, just to have to discuss some additional important online regular coding applications. Please listen all of you. Okay, so I request everyone please listen. Write a program to to prepare prepare application for online shopping, for online restaurant, for Swiggy, for Swiggy, for Swiggy, for online Swiggy app. I request everyone please listen. We have to include some other. If you practice all these things, you will connect to programming. For example, just I have to find out, I have to fix the prices. Already we discussed uh, for senior students. For you, just I want to tell you how it works. Please all of you listen. If you understand, you can able to follow everything. For example, for example, I just have to take 5 items. Suppose biryani cost 200 rupees. Suppose chicken biryani cost 300. Mutton biryani cost. How to fix the prices by default. Okay. And also, suppose chicken curry, for example, 200. For example, mutton curry, for example, 300. Okay. Suppose water bottle 30 rupees. So these are the items. These are the items for the particular shopping mall. Swiggy shopping mall, suppose. Swiggy restaurant. So just I want to fix the prices because I don't fix the prices every time. Just I want to fix the prices. So just you have to include several other things. Please listen all of you. So print first of all for your just understanding purpose. Welcome to Swiggy restaurant. For example, restaurant, restaurant. Okay. So it prints at first line. So it is asked to print names. Enter customer name. Enter customer name. So directly you can don't write print name, just you can write in input you can mention. What is that? Enter customer name. Enter customer name. enter customer name. Next phone number. Next phone number. Input. Enter phone number. Enter phone number. So actually, I want to show you. Actually, I explained competitive coding students to this application. Just I want to show you once. So actually, if you do everything, how can you finally it is prepared? Just I want to show you. I explained to Python paid coding students. Just we discussed Python essentials. 1 second. Okay. Just I want to show you. Even so with Python, what should you do? Ante I explained to your seniors for project purpose. So suppose Aditya Rashta, suppose even if you understand it, you can able to do this type of things. For example, suppose I want to prepare food. Just I want to enter my name. So just I want to enter my phone number. Suppose no need to mention bill number. Automatically it is created. Suppose I want burger, one pizza, two strawberries. Okay. Just I want to calculate the total. So overall total. This is the total. I want to print the. Just I want to ask the bill. So this is the bill. So what is my bill number? Then my bill number is 188. You can observe. Just to save it. So bill number 188. If you want to print it, it comes from the printer. Okay. So remind me, understand 188. My bill is 188. Suppose somebody will come and ask for bill details. Suppose if I enter 188, if I search for it, automatically bill will come. You can ask to print. సో ఇటువంటివన్నీ మీ అంటే పైథాన్ ఎవరైతే పెయిడ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉంటారో మన ఆదిత్యలో ఐ మీన్ ఈవినింగ్ బ్యాచెస్ వాళ్ళకి చెప్పేవాను బట్ దిస్ టైమ్ ఐ జస్ట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ పైథాన్ ఎసెన్షియల్స్ ఓన్లీ ఈవెన్ so this type of in programming also I explained in case if we wish to continue in the next coming programming languages. Okay, just I want to discuss. So ఈ అప్లికేషన్ అనేది ఇలా రాసాం కానీ ఇలా కూడా we have to implement it అన్నమాట. Okay, even anything it is implemented with Python very easily. So print welcome to Swiggy restaurant, enter customer name, enter phone number. Okay, next Next, just I want to ask for the biryani packets. So suppose quantities. So BQ. BQ is nothing but I just mentioned int of input. Int of input. Just I want to ask enter number of biryani packets required. Packets. Enter number of biryani packets for your simple understanding purpose. So Here you have to read remaining other data also. BQ. Next CBQ. So chicken biryani. Enter number of chicken biryani packets. Next MBQ. MBQ. Enter number of mutton. Okay. Mutton biryani packets. Sorry, ఎవరైనా బ్రాహ్మిన్స్ ఉంటే. So enter number of chicken biryani packets. Chicken curry packets. Chicken curry packets. సో వాళ్ళ కోసం ఫర్ బ్రాహ్మిన్స్ కోసం పీసీ రాస్తున్నాం. పీసీక్యూ పన్నీర్ కర్రీ అని. ఓకే. ఎంటర్ ఆఫ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పన్నీర్ కర్రీ ప్యాకెట్స్. ఓకే. వాటర్ బాటిల్ WBK. Enter number of water bottles. Number of just water bottles. Water bottles. So these are the requirements. Okay. Actually I want to mention that if bill if bill greater than 2000, if bill greater than 2000 అయితే, suppose if bill greater than 2000, discount 30%. Discount is 30%. If bill greater than 30%, discount is 30%. If bill greater than or equal to 1000, discount is 20%. If bill greater than or equal to 500, suppose discount is 10%. Else no discount. For example, else no discount. Else no discount. Discount equal to 0. Discount equal to 0. So this is one criteria. Next, offer. Offer. In case if you have coupon code, if you have coupon code is Aditya. Aditya coupon code unte 50% వస్తుంది. ఆదిత్య కూపన్ కోడ్ ఉంటే 50%. డిగ్రీ అనే కూపన్ కోడ్ ఉంటే 60%. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ కూపన్ కోడ్స్ ఉండదు, వీళ్ళకి ఆఫర్స్ ఉన్నాయన్నమాట. అంటే అందరికీ కాదు, ఓన్లీ ఫర్ సమ్ పర్సన్స్. ప్లీజ్ అలా లిజన్. కూపన్ కోడ్ ఉండాలి. అంటే ఈ కూపన్ కోడ్ అందరికీ రివీల్ అవ్వదు, జస్ట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ రివీల్ టు ఓన్లీ సమ్ వన్. సో రిక్వెస్ట్ ఎవ్రీవన్ ప్లీజ్ లిజన్. సో నౌ how can you find out the bill? How can you find out the bill? Bill equal to, చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి. So how can you find out the bill? So find out the bill is nothing but, suppose biryani cost BC into how many biryani packets? BQ. So BC into BQ plus, next chicken biryani quantity CBQ into CBC plus, next BQ CBQ MBQ, MBQ into MBC plus PCQ into PC, PCQ into PC plus WB WBQ into WB. So you have to multiply with each other. Suppose if I enter number of biryani packets 0. So 0 into 200 0. So you have to write the score for preparing the bill. So BC biryani cost into biryani quantity. So chicken biryani cost into chicken biryani quantity. Mutton biryani quantity into cost. So whatever you can write A into B or B into A, whatever. So once prepare the bill, we have to ask for the coupon code. So coupon code is nothing but coupon. Suppose coupon. So just you can enter coupon code. Enter coupon code. Coupon code. Enter coupon code. Please all of you listen. So if you enter coupon code, if you enter valid coupon code equal to Aditya. Please all of you listen. If you coupon equal to Aditya, then what is the discount? So bill. So final bill. So mm, suppose discount equal to bill into 50 by 100. Bill into 50 by 100. This is the discount. When so here you have to mention print Aditya Aditya coupon code applied. Just mention Aditya coupon code applied. When if coupon code is equal to Aditya. In case degree, in case if it is false, ELIF coupon equal to degree, then what will happen? Discount equal to, so DIS equal to bill into 60 by 100. Bill into 60 by 100. So print degree coupon code applied. Degree coupon code applied. Else, else, else. So again you have to check. Now have to give the basic coupons. What is that? Bill greater than or equal to 2000. Bill greater than or equal to 2000. Bill greater than or equal to 2000. So print invalid coupon code. Invalid coupon code. So discount. Discount is what? Discount is 30%. So bill into 60 by 100. So bill into 30 by 100. Same ELIF. Bill greater than or equal to 1000. Same 20 by 100. So here invalid coupon code. మనం ఎంటర్ చేసిన invalid అయితే ఇందులోకి వెళ్తుంది. So 20 by 100. Next again ELIF bill greater than 500. Greater than 500. So 10%. Else discount equal to 0. Else discount equal to 0. So overall bill O bill equal to bill minus overall bill equal to bill minus discount. Overall bill equal to bill minus discount. So Just you have to print now. Print customer name. So customer name is nothing but C name. Next, print, print, discount. So discount is DAS. So print bill amount. Bill amount is bill. Discount is discount. Next, amount to be paid. Amount to be paid. ఎంత పే చేయాలంటే O bill. I am not including even GST also. So even you can enter CGST, SGST. So this is the bill actually with the coupon codes. Just I have to run it and explain again for your understanding purpose. Just I have to run it. Please listen all of you. So listen. So what is happening here first? What is happening here is first of all it is constant values. So when you fix the value to a variable, that is called constants. Here biryani cost CBC, MBC 400, 200, 300, 30 is fixed. So I'm just fixing the prices for the uh, different items. Just welcome to Swiggy restaurant. So just it is printing the line. Next one is it is asked you to enter C name. C name is nothing but customer name. So when you enter name, it is stored in C name. Just I want to enter name is Ramarao. So the Ramarao name is stored in C name. Next, it is asked you to enter phone number. So this is the phone number, for example. This phone number is stored in PHNO. It is just collecting the data by the end user. Next, it is asked for the enter number of biryani packets. No need, zero. Next, it is asked for the next one. Enter number of chicken biryani packets. So, two chicken biryani packets required. So, CBQ equal to 2, BQ equal to 0. Please keep in your mind. So, no mutton biryani required. So, no chicken curry packets required. So, one paneer packet. So, paneer curry required. One water bottle required. Now, if you observe, C name equal to Ramarao. Phone number equal to 9799. So BQ0, CBQ2, MBQ0, CCQ0, only PCQ1, WBQ1. So based on it, how it is prepared the bill. The bill equal to BC. What is the BC value? The BC value 200. 200 into 0, 0. So if it is 0, no need to consider. So keep aside. Next, CBQ. What is the CBQ cost? CBQ two quantities into CBC. What is the CBC? 300. So 2 into 300, 600. So 600 is stored in bill. Bill 600 ఉంటుంది. Next, mutton biryani MBQ 0. 0 into 400 0. Chicken curry 0. 0 into 200 0. Paneer curry 1. So 300 into 1 300. Before chicken biryani packets 200. So 600 plus 300. So 900. 600 600 plus 300 900. One water bottle required. So 1 into 30 30. So overall 930. Now it is asking coupon code. Just I want to enter Aditya as a coupon code. So here what will happen? Coupon code is Aditya. So here my coupon code and Aditya coupon code both are same. Then what will happen? I got 50% discount. 50% discount is 930, 50% is nothing but 450, 465. So 465 is the bill. So actually bill 930. Discount is the discount is off. Off is nothing but 465. So for overall, how much I have to pay? 465. So directly, if it is true, then only it is happening. Move out of from the loop. Then it is printing customer name Ramarao, bill amount to 930, discount to 465, amount to be paid 465. Sorry, 465. That's it. Understand? For example, for example, I want to take unless I want to take some other some other coupon code, some other coupon code. Again, again it is beginning from starting. Same, it comes from the starting. Enter customer name. Now customer name is uh, Janaki, for example. Phone number. So this is the phone number. So no biryani packets required. No chicken biryani packets required. No mutton biryani packets required. No chicken curry packets required. Only two paneer packets required. One water bottle, no water bottles required. So what will happen here? So all are zeros except paneer curry. Paneer curry is 300. 300 into 2, 600. So coupon code. Suppose she entered hello. So here what will happen? Coupon code. Hello equal to Aditya false. Then check the next condition. Coupon code. Hello equal to degree false. Next move to here. What is the bill? Bill is only 600. 600 greater than 2000 false. Move to next condition. 600 greater than 1000 false. Move to next condition. 600 greater than 500 true. So it will give you 10% discount. 10% discount is nothing but 60 rupees. So what is the final amount? 540. So it is easily preparing the bill based on it. So even Swiggy, Zomato, whatever, the online applications are itself inside itself, it is working based on these type of codes. If you able to understand everything, you can able to write any code easily. Did you understand? Respond. Are able to follow me? Can you practice all these things? Respond. Give a response, please. Students, are you there? Are you able to follow me? Did you understand? Okay, already I created new WhatsApp group. Already first one and the second one is full. Please use third WhatsApp group to join. I request you to please don't join if you already join in first one and second one. Okay. Now just I want to assign assignments. I will send this code to you. Don't worry. So first of all, just I want to give you assessment. I request you to practice. Okay. So the same type of questions I will give you today, and also I will explain it right now. Don't worry. Please understand it. You can able to do this. Just I want to give you only two, three programs today. Please allow me listen. Everyone, please try to complete it. So I request everyone, please listen. So first, how can you solve this question? Just have to open abhyas.ai/lab. చాలా మంది అభ్యాస్.ai లో ట్రై చేస్తున్నారు. ఒకసారి మీరు వింటున్నారో లేదో నాకు క్లారిటీ ఉండట్లేదు. ఎన్నోసార్లు చెప్తాను, అభ్యాస్.ai ఫర్ సిఆర్టీ, అభ్యాస్.ai/lab ఫర్ ఆన్లైన్ కోడింగ్. So this is the platform/lab. Now here you have to enter your SCC ID followed by your password. Enter it. Please once again. సార్ లాగిన్ అవ్వట్లేదు చూడండి సార్ అభ్యాస్ ల్యాబ్.
మీరు మాట్లాడే వ్యక్తి మీ కాల్ ని హోల్డ్ లో పెట్టారు. దయచేసి లైన్ లో వేచి ఉండండి.
సార్ ఓపెన్ అయింది సార్. ఓకే ఓకే. సో చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా చూడమ్మా. ఇప్పుడు మనకి వీక్ డే అనేటప్పుడు సండేయా మండేయా అవన్నీ ఉండదు. అంటే మనకి ఎన్ని వీక్ డేస్ ఉంటాయి? 7. ఆ 1 నుంచి 7 కాకపోతే ఇన్వాలిడ్. అంటే డే అంటే ఎన్ వాల్యూ. సో ఇక్కడ ఎన్ని ఇన్పుట్స్ ఉన్నాయి? ఓన్లీ ఒక ఇన్పుటే ఉంది. అంటే ఎన్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్పుట్. ఎన్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఇంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్పుట్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు చెక్ ఇఫ్ ఎన్ వాల్యూ ఈక్వల్ టు 1. ఎన్ వాల్యూ 1 అయితే ప్రింట్ సండే. ఇన్ కేసు ఎన్ వాల్యూ 1 కాకపోతే చాలా మంది ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే, నేను అబ్జర్వ్ చేశాను. సో ఈ కంటిన్యూషన్ చేసేస్తున్నారు. ఇది కంటిన్యూషన్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో రాస్తున్నారు ఎన్ ఈక్వల్ టు 2. మళ్ళీ మీరు అది కర్సర్ ఎటు వెళ్ళిపోతే అక్కడికే మీరు వెళ్ళాలి. మీకు నచ్చినట్టు మీరు మార్చుకోవద్దు. ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఇండెంటేషన్ అదే తీసుకుంటుంది. సో మండే. నెక్స్ట్ ఈఎల్ఇఫ్ ఎన్ ఈక్వల్ టు 3. ఇది రాస్తుంది రాంగ్. ఇదే అనుకోని మీరు స్నాప్ తీసుకోకండి. సో ట్యూస్డే చూపిస్తున్నాను మీరు చేసిన మిస్టేక్స్. ట్యూస్డే. నెక్స్ట్ ఈఎల్ఇఫ్. సో ఒకటి రాస్తే ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఇండెంటేషన్ మీకు బయటకు వచ్చిన తర్వాత మీకు నెక్స్ట్ టైం చేయమంటది. వెడ్నెస్డే. నెక్స్ట్ ఈఎల్ఇఫ్ ఎన్ ఈక్వల్ టు 5. నెక్స్ట్ థర్స్డే. నెక్స్ట్ ఈఎల్ఇఫ్ ఎన్ ఈక్వల్ టు 6. ప్రింట్ ఫ్రైడే. ఈఎల్ఇఫ్ ఎన్ ఈక్వల్ టు 7. ప్రింట్ సాటర్డే. సాటర్డే. నెక్స్ట్ ఎల్స్. ప్రింట్ ఇన్వాలిడ్ అని రాసేస్తున్నారు. కోడ్ టైప్ చేసేస్తున్నారు అంతే, కానీ సింటాక్స్ ఫాలో అవ్వట్లేదు. ఇప్పుడు మీరు రన్ చేస్తే మీకు అవుట్పుట్ ఎందుకు వస్తుంది? ఇండెంటేషన్ ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది. ఇండెంటేషన్ ఎర్రర్ అంటే ఏది ఎక్కడ పెట్టాలో అక్కడ పెట్టాలి. సో ఇప్పుడు n ఈక్వల్ టు 1 అంటే ప్రతిదీ మీకు ఉంది. ఒక ట్యాబ్ స్పేస్ ఇచ్చండి. ట్యాబ్ 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 ప్రతిదానికి ఒక్కొక్క ట్యాబ్ స్పేస్ ఇచ్చేస్తారు. ట్యాబ్ ట్యాబ్ single tab space. If you use double tab space, no issue also. Tab space, tab space. Now 100% it is working. సో ఇఫ్ ఈఎల్ఇఫ్ అన్ని ఒకే లైన్ లో ఉండాలి. ఈవెన్ ఒక్క దగ్గర ఇఫ్ చిన్న డిఫరెన్స్ చిన్న స్పేస్ ఇచ్చినా మళ్ళీ ఎర్రర్ వస్తుంది. యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ అట్ ది జీరో ఇండెక్స్ లొకేషన్ ఉంది. అగైన్ ఇండెంటేషన్, అన్ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ ఇండెంట్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్. సో దెన్ స్టార్టింగ్ ఎక్కడైతే ఇండెక్స్ లొకేషన్ జీరో నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి. అట్లీస్ట్ యూ వోంట్ గివ్ స్పేస్ ఫర్ దిస్ వన్ ఆల్సో. దేనికి స్పేస్ ఒకటి దాన్ని అటాచ్ చేస్తే రాయాలి. అన్నీ ఒక ఆర్డర్లో ఉండాలి. ఇవన్నీ మీకు అలవాటు అయితే నో ఇష్యూ. అలవాటు అవ్వాలంటే హ్యావ్ టు ప్రాక్టీస్, హ్యావ్ టు ఎంటర్ ది కోడ్స్. ఆల్ ది టెస్ట్ కేస్ ఆర్ పాస్డ్. సో క్లిక్ సబ్మిట్ కోడ్. Once if you submit the first code, go to next one. So here I am asking biggest of three numbers. Already we discussed. Here what should you do? How to read a value. For example, a equal to 5, b equal to 4, c equal to 7. Question: if a greater than b and a greater than c, condition true అయితే print a is big. కండిషన్ ఫాల్స్, ఫాల్స్ అయితే మళ్ళీ ఈలిఫ్ కు ఆపోజిట్ రాయాలి. బి గ్రేటర్ దెన్ సి అయితే ప్రింట్ బి ఈజ్ బిగ్. ప్రింట్ బి ఈజ్ బిగ్. డోంట్ గివ్ ఎక్స్ట్రా స్పేస్ ఆల్సో. ఎల్స్. సో ప్రింట్ సి ఈజ్ బిగ్. సి ఈజ్ బిగ్. ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ట్రా స్పేస్ కూడా ఇవ్వకూడదు. ఇది కోడ్. సో ఇది ఇస్తే ఏటవుతుంది అంటే ఏమవుతుంది? ఓన్లీ శాంపుల్ టెస్ట్ కేసే పాస్ అవుతాయి. నాకు ఈ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ ఫెయిల్ అవుతున్నాయి అంటారు చాలా మంది. ఫోటోలు పెడతారు, సరే నేను కరెక్ట్గా రాసింది చూడండి అని. నువ్వు కరెక్ట్గా రాస్తే నువ్వు రాసింది దేనికి రాసావు? యూఆర్ రైటింగ్ ది కోడ్ ఫర్ ఓన్లీ శాంపుల్ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్. వాట్ అబౌట్ ది హిడెన్ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్? యూఆర్ నాట్ రైటింగ్ ది కోడ్ ఫర్ ది హిడెన్ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్. హౌ టు రైట్ ది కోడ్ ఫర్ హిడెన్ టెస్ట్ కేసెస్? హౌ కెన్ యూ రైట్? You have to read the data dynamically. Then only it will work for the hidden test cases. సో చాలా మంది మెజారిటీ ఆఫ్ ది స్టూడెంట్స్, పేర్లు చెప్పను, కొన్ని కాలేజెస్ నుంచి ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే ఇది ఎలా కాపీ చేస్తారు. ఇది ఎలా కాపీ చేసేస్తారు. కాపీ చేసి చాట్ జీపీటీలో కొట్టి ఆన్సర్స్ టైప్ చేసేస్తున్నారు. ఇదే రేపు కంపెనీలో చేసావంటే ఇమీడియట్గా నీకు టెర్మినేషన్ ఇచ్చేస్తాడు. అప్పుడు నువ్వు ఎక్కడ మొహం పెట్టుకుంటావో నీకే తెలియదు. సో డోంట్ ట్రై టు డూ లైక్ దిస్. దిస్ ఈస్ ది టైమ్ టు లెర్న్, నాట్ టు కాపీ అండ్ పేస్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ సమ్ అదర్. నువ్వు నేర్చుకునే టైం ఇది. కాపీ చేస్తే లైఫ్ అంతా కాపీ అయిపోతుంది. సడన్గా ఏదైనా ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ చేయమని ఒక టీం కూర్చొని నీకు ఒక ఛాన్స్ ఇచ్చినా నువ్వు క్యాపబుల్ చేసుకోలేవు. గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవద్దు. యూ హ్యావ్ టు లెర్న్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. దిస్ ఈస్ ది టైమ్. యూ కాంట్ లెర్న్ at some other time. This is the time to learn. We have to try to focusing on learning. నువ్వు నేర్చుకోవడానికి టైం. డోంట్ కాపీ అండ్ పేస్ట్. ఎస్పెషల్లీ I don't want to mention names, especially some group students mainly focusing on చాట్ జీపీటీ. చాట్ జీపీటీలోకి వెళ్ళావంటే నీకు చేత కాదని అర్థం. You have to do your own. Already we discussed, right? సో ఇన్ కేస్ ఇలా వస్తే మీరు వెయిట్ చేయండి. నాకు ఇప్పుడైతే టైం సరిపోదు. మీకు ఆల్రెడీ చూపించాను కదా టెస్ట్ కేసెస్ అన్ని పాస్ అయ్యాయి. కాబట్టి మన తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ వన్ చేద్దాం. సో రీఫ్రెష్ కొట్టండి, అంతమించి ఇంకేం కాదు. ఓకేనా? ఫస్ట్ వన్, సెకండ్ వన్, థర్డ్ వన్. సో థర్డ్ వన్ ఈజ్ వాట్? యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ది 3 subjects. S equal to int of input. So don't use same variable to read multiple values. You have to use different variables to read different values. S1 equal to int of input, S2 equal to int of input, S3 equal to int of input. Once read all the values. I am saying that if all the subjects are false, subject 1 greater than 35, here you can able to check multiple conditions. Subject 1 greater than or equal to 35 and subject 2 greater than or equal to 35 and subject 3 greater than or equal to 35. If all the conditions are true, it returns true. What is the true? So print A is print pass. If all the conditions are true, print pass. If even one condition is false, so go to else block, print fail. So indentation is very very important. If you try to write this some basic codes daily, so this summer vacation is mainly important for your learning opportunities. So all test case pass. అయిన వెంటనే ఎండ్ ఎగ్జామ్ క్లిక్ చేస్తే దీనికి మార్క్స్ రావు. You have to submit it. If you submit it, you can get. Once if you submit it, in case if you try to do the second program, come back, second program. Just I want to write the second program. A equal to int of input, B equal to int of input, C equal to int of input. If A greater than B and A greater than C, print A is big. EL if B greater than C, print B is big. Else print C is big. సో ఐటీ కంపెనీస్లో ఇప్పుడు రిసెషన్లో జాబ్ పోయిన వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా ఈ చాట్ జీపీటీలు యూజ్ చేసి కోడ్స్ రాసిన వాళ్ళే. స్కిల్ ఉన్నవాడు ఎవరిని ఏ కంపెనీ తీయదు, అది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. సో నేను టచ్ చేయాలంటే వాళ్ళకి భయపడాలి. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు బి ఏ మెయిన్ అసెట్ ఫర్ కంపెనీ ఇఫ్ యూ ట్రై టు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ యువర్ స్కిల్ సెట్. అర్థమైందా? సో దీస్ ఆర్ ది ప్రోగ్రామ్స్. So I request you to practice these questions to you once, then you can able to understand. Respond. Are you able to do this? Are you able to follow me? Give a response, please. Give a response, please. Students, come on, make it fast. I will close this session now. Faster చెప్పండి. Are you able to follow me? Are you able to follow me? Give a response, please. Can you practice all this? Again, I want to tell you one thing. If you're not in essential, if you're not in Python 1 groups and Python 2 group, please join in Python 3. Already I forward link to you. Don't please don't join MC MC students ఎవరు జాయిన్ అవుతుంది, ఓన్లీ ఫర్ డిగ్రీ స్టూడెంట్స్. మీకు ఆల్రెడీ వాట్సాప్ గ్రూప్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే బాయ్, దిస్ ఈస్ ఫర్ టుడే. టుమారో we will discuss very very important problems. Bye all of you. Keep coding, keep practicing. Bye all of you. Take care.